Shipping and Waterways, Shantanu Thakur says bright future awaits Meghalaya. Union Minister of State for Ports, Shipping and Waterways Shantanu Thakur confident of BJP's growth in Meghalaya. Health Minister Wailat Miki Shilla seeks centre's support for Shillong Medical College. President Draupadi Murmu hails cadets at 158 IMA passing out parade in Dehradun. And Shillong football fans honour Lionel Messi with rally organised by the Messi Fans Club, Meghalaya. The news in detail, and first the local news. Union Minister of State for Ports, Shipping and Waterways Shantanu Thakur on Saturday said that a bright future awaits Meghalaya as the centre has sanctioned a Rs 25,000 crore package for the state. Addressing a programme to mark 12 years of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government, Thakur highlighted that the package includes a 40,000 capacity stadium currently under construction. He also noted that several road projects have been executed across the state over the past 12 years.
हमारी एनडीए सरकार ने जो किया है उसको ही व्यक्त करने को आया था। साथ साथ आज भी पार्टी ऑफिस में आप लोगों के साथ मुलाकात हुआ और ये भी बताने को मौका मिला कि आप देखे हैं कि आपके इस मेघालय के लिए सरकार ने 25,000 करोड़ का एक पैकेज दिया है। साथ साथ वर्ल्ड क्लास, वर्ल्ड कैटेगराइज एक स्टेडियम भी बन रहा है। मैं अभी उसको दर्शन करके आया हूं।
Union Minister of State Shantanu Thakur expressed confidence that the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP could emerge as a strong political force in Meghalaya, aiming for a double-digit tally in the 2028 Assembly elections. Addressing a press conference, Thakur said the BJP's growth in Meghalaya could mirror its rise in West Bengal, where the party expanded its base by highlighting the performance of the National Democratic Alliance NDA government. He stressed that sustained grassroots work and better communication of the centre's initiatives would strengthen the party's acceptance in the state.
Actually, in West Bengal also the same position at a time. After that, BJP make them believe that BJP government is a NDA government is a trustable part. So when it will be come over in here, I mean in Meghalaya, that time BJP will grow. Must. How BJP working in the nationwide? They are very faster and working in every sector. If Meghalaya.
Union Minister of State Shantanu Thakur on Friday said the BJP-led government under Prime Minister Narendra Modi has given special attention to the development of the North-East, undertaking initiatives to improve connectivity, infrastructure and public welfare. Speaking at the State Convention Centre in Shillong, Thakur noted that the region has witnessed significant progress under the Modi government, with projects reaching even remote areas. He expressed confidence that continued cooperation between the centre and states would accelerate growth, stressing the need to strengthen infrastructure, enhance connectivity and create opportunities for youth as part of the government's broader vision for the North-East.
The North-East zone, our Honourable Prime Minister's his desire to develop each and everywhere in the North-East, and I think that's a great opportunity we got after came the NDA Sarkar government. Okay, so we are getting the very much better well done in everywhere, and we are going to give that sense to
Health Minister Wailat Mikishalla has proposed the creation of a statewide mobile application to link blood banks, centres and voluntary donors aimed at improving access to blood during emergencies. Speaking at a program ahead of World Blood Donor Day, Shilla said the platform would provide real-time information on blood availability and allow users to contact voluntary donors when needed. He stressed the importance of intensifying awareness campaigns to dispel misconceptions and fears about blood donation, noting that such concerns persist even in urban areas despite medical evidence proving its safety.
The state government should come up with an app where we should list down all our blood center or blood bank, and where at any point of time where people they gonna check that okay, like if I need blood, so in which this is my location, so nearby me where I can get blood. So easily they can approach there, they can call contact number, and at the same time there should be all the information of the regular blood donors who donate blood free of cost, or because we know there are people who donated blood and take some amount also for as a support for themselves. So all those details will be put there. So at any point of time, if anybody need anything, so they can always go through that app. They can get.
Health and Family Welfare Minister Wailat Mikishalla have urged the Union Health Ministry to extend support for the newly inaugurated Shillong Medical College and Hospital, citing the need for significant infrastructure development. Shilla said that the state had recently met Union Health Minister J.P. Nadda in Shillong to request assistance for strengthening the medical college. He also pressed for Institute of National Importance (INI) status for the Northeastern Indira Gandhi Regional Institute of Health and Medical Sciences (NEGRIMS) to enhance healthcare services.
Other thing which we really want to push is regarding the NEGRIMS for the union government to take it as the Indian INI status, which is very I think really important right now. Where last time also when we had during my inspection visit there, I met the director and other officers there. Then they also raised the same issue that because unless if we don't get this INI status, then it is very difficult for them to expand, because we really want to see the
Health and Family Welfare Minister Wailat Mikishalla said on Friday that uncertainty over the future of 108 ambulance service employees has delayed plans to expand the emergency response network in Meghalaya. The minister explained that the government is conducting a detailed assessment of staff concerns and will take a final decision after consultations once the review is complete. He noted that nearly 50 to 60% of issues raised by workers have already been resolved, with regularization of services remaining the key pending demand.
Now we are almost in the completion of, I think last time also I update you that we are sending for a study that how can we accommodate them, how can we keep their interests at the same time. So very soon I think we are in the verge of completion of the survey. So after that, then we'll sit the department along with the 108 staff. Then we'll.
The Department of Management and Placement and Counselling Cell of Northeastern Hill University Nehu Tura campus organized Synergos 26, an HR conclave on June 12 and 13, 2026, under the theme Human Capital in the Digital Era. The two-day conclave brought together HR professionals, industry leaders and students to discuss evolving workforce challenges amid digital transformation. Convener Professor Abhiyan Bhattacharjee, head of the Department of Management, highlighted that this was the 14th edition of the conclave. He emphasized its role in bridging industry and academia, offering students exposure to real corporate scenarios and clarity on career opportunities in the digital era. The centenary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's first visit to Shillong was celebrated with great honour on Friday at the State Central Library premises. Students of Shillong College and Netaji admirers from across the country joined the tribute programme. Mr. K. Tharme lit the historic lamp, cut the cake and offered floral tributes at Netaji's feet. Organizer Malabika Bisharat narrated the history of Netaji's 5 visits to Shillong and thanked the Director of Arts and Culture Meghalaya for supporting the event. St. Xavier's College Oud Maukarwat celebrated its first convocation ceremony on Friday, marking a historic milestone for the institution. The event brought together graduates, parents, faculty, dignitaries and community members in a joyous celebration of academic success. The ceremony was graced by Lakmin Rimboy, Minister for Education, Revenue and Law as chief guest, alongside Ferdinand Bashan, Additional Deputy Commissioner and other dignitaries. In his address, Rimboy encouraged graduates to view education as a path to personal growth, service and nation building, urging them to remain positive and persevere in their efforts. He emphasized that Meghalaya's progress depends on collective effort and youth participation. Principal Dr. Sunny Augustine congratulated the graduates and thanked parents, faculty and well-wishers for the support.
How do you see life? A life of opportunity or a life that is broken? Good. I'm very glad that you look a life full of opportunity. You are a leading light to your fellow student. You are a torchbearer of St. Xavier graduates in Oud. Every individual is.
The People Party East Janta Hills President Dame Wanhi El Rimbai has raised concerns over the government's handling of coal mining activities in the district. Speaking to the media at the party office in Dikhya, Rimbai said the recent statement by Deputy Chief Minister Snyao Bhalangdhar shocked the party as no concrete steps have been taken to resolve the coal mining issue. He questioned why the Mining and Geology Department and elected representatives are not directly involved in drafting a government-led plan. Rimbai revealed that the Jayantia Coal Miners and Dealers Association held a meeting at a cement company to prepare a plan for submission to the government, which the VPP finds unacceptable.
Kami ka jing keren ke jongi ke bagi kuat ya ke ban keren persak ya ne Deputy Minister ke jongi kalong lengba kani ke kubur ke bami ha hu NE Media Hub required under the present policy is too large. Kani ke jing ada ke jongi kalong ba di peniru hangme ba kata ka open cast kamla malong mar ka don kam de 4 hektar ya kanero na 2 harjar apulai ke VPP ngalami syahmat bagi yang mangimla menteri de kimi 4 hektar penunano aja kelai 1 hektar kumba don ke jeka ki beri ujungi ya kanero ka sarkar ka sna SOP ta pen penentu ta katokan ningot nda kelai sna kamlong te ka haban sen da makalafil ta habalafil ki deban priang ya kani ke jingbom long kani ke jingbom la jong kani ke sarkar.
Jayantia Coal Owners, Miners, Suppliers and Workers Association JCOMSWA has condemned the East Jayantia Hills District Administration and the DMHO for sending veterinary doctors instead of medical doctors to monitor the health of its president Marshal S.B. Biam during his ongoing indefinite hunger strike in Lat Rimbai, Dongwa. Information Secretary Overcome the Car said veterinary doctors were sent on June 11th and 12th, which the association described as treating their leader like an animal rather than a human being. JCOMSWA warned that if such incidents reoccur, they will report the matter to the Human Rights Commission.
Yaka administration is Jayantia Hills District, but yaka DMHO yaka jingle tortui jonki. Bala arsni kilapha da ki doctor veterinary ban check up your president jongi. Kani ga jingle torti jonki ka clear shy. Bakila kwa ban peniap your president jongi. Ladak administration kamla ban pha da ki doctor beriu ki badai sisha ki doktor ngikum ka assistant ni ngeusi bat ngi penrem jor ya kani ka jingle jongki kat bau presiden udang sya thangan na benta ka jaj briu jongi kim khen shu ya kum ubriu henry ki khen ya kum umrat lada ki pteng ban ya.
A tragic accident in Nongpo on Saturday morning claimed the life of a 20-year-old labourer and left another seriously injured after a portion of a building under renovation collapsed around 10 a.m. 4 daily wage workers were engaged in demolition work when the roof suddenly gave way, trapping 2 under the debris. Local residents rushed to rescue them. Other 2 workers escaped with minor or no injuries. All 4 hail from Ompathao village in Riboy district. Police shifted the body to Nongpo Civil Hospital for post-mortem and legal formalities. An investigation is underway to determine the cause of the collapse. Let's move on to the regional stories. Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma on Friday flagged off a consignment of GI-tagged lychees from Assam to Singapore at Guwahati Airport, marking a significant step in promoting the state's agricultural exports. The event was attended by Assam Agriculture Minister Piyush Hazarika, highlighting the government's commitment to boosting farmers' income and showcasing Assam's unique produce in international markets. Moving on to the national stories. The Indian Army welcomed 481 new officers at the 158th Passing Out Parade held at the Indian Military Academy IMA Dehradun today. The ceremony marked the completion of rigorous training by the gentleman cadets who march with precision and discipline. At the historic Chetwood building, a total of 515 cadets, including 34 from friendly foreign nations, crossed the Antim Park to be commissioned as officers. This year's parade was historic as 9 women cadets passed out alongside gentlemen cadets for the first time. President Draupadi Murmu, the reviewing officer, described the IMA as a symbol of honor, courage and service to the nation, calling the induction of women cadets a significant milestone in the Academy's history. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has departed for a 6-day visit to France and Slovakia, highlighting France's special place in India's strategic vision. In his departure statement, Modi said the visit will focus on strengthening economic and cultural linkages with France and energizing India's strategic partnership with the European Union, with Slovakia being an important member. Tomorrow, Modi will jointly inaugurate Bharat Innovates with French President Emmanuel Macron, a landmark event under the India-France Year of Innovation. Now let's have a look at international stories. Iran and the United States have indicated that they are closer than ever to reaching a deal, raising hopes for progress in ongoing negotiations. Officials from both sides expressed optimism about narrowing differences, though details of the potential agreement have not yet been disclosed. And coming up are the sports news. The governance crisis at the Meghalaya Cricket Association MCA has deepened, with Apex Council members and several district cricket associations DCAs separately approaching the BCCI for urgent intervention to restore normal functioning. Speaking to the media on Friday, Sports and Youth Affairs Minister Wailat Mikishilla said the government wants all parties to resolve the issue mutually. He cautioned that the ongoing conflict is affecting staff and budding cricketers, especially with upcoming tournaments.
As you all know that I think BCCI it's the one of the richest board, or the I think in term of their function is totally different. So that's why I think definitely from our end we'll try to urge both the parties to please come together and sit. So I will urge them from we'll give them some time to come together and sit. But ultimately, so if this thing persists, so I think from the department also we have to intervene.
Football enthusiasts in Meghalaya celebrated their admiration for Argentine legend and World Cup winner Lionel Messi with a peaceful rally in Shillong today. Organised by the Messi Fans Club Meghalaya, the rally began at Golfling and passed through several localities before concluding at Mulkey Ground. Participants carried banners and flags expressing their love for Messi. The event saw enthusiastic participation from fans of all age groups. Club President Bats Kemlang Lengkhoi said the rally was both a tribute to Messi's legacy and an effort to promote sportsmanship, unity, friendship and youth engagement through football.
Today rally we organized like a Messi fan club. We know that our Lionel Messi, the god of football, no? As we know that the god of all time, like he will play this final, the last World Cup ever. So as a fan, we have seen that not only Meghalaya but we have seen all over India, especially those who love Messi. They come to the road and they show that unity to bring together not only youth but I have seen that even the elderly women, like elderly people, no? They come together and celebrate to show that the sportsmanship that inspired by Messi was not only one or two but the.
And now for the weather report. First, let us take a look at the weather report in Tura. The minimum temperature was recorded at 23 degrees Celsius and a maximum temperature at 28 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 81%, rainfall 14 millimeter. Moving on to Shillong, the minimum temperature was recorded at 18 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature was 23 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 90%, rainfall 16 millimeter. Meanwhile, in Jawai, the minimum temperature was recorded at 19 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature was 23 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 90%, rainfall 19 millimeter. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Jawai says moderate rain with thunderstorm likely at many places. Before we conclude, here's a recap of the headlines. Union Minister of State for Ports, Shipping and Waterways Shantanu Thakur says bright future awaits Meghalaya. Union Minister of State for Ports, Shipping and Waterways Shantanu Thakur confident of BJP's growth in Meghalaya. Health Minister Wailat Mikishilla seeks centre support for Shillong Medical College. President Draupadi Murmu hails cadets at 158 IMA passing out parade in Dehradun. And Shillong football fans honour Lionel Messi with rally organised by the Messi Fans Club, Meghalaya. That's all we have in the news for today. Do join us again tomorrow for more news update. Until then, goodbye.